This is lesson 3.5, applying the Pythagorean relationship. The diagram shows Sam's trip to school. So how far is his house from the school? The answer depends on whether you travel as Sam does, in a straight line where he walked here to here, or if you go by the crow flies, which is in a straight line right to there. So you can see the crow here, and here's Sam. Using the Pythagorean relationship, what is the distance that the crow travels by flying from the house to the school? Give your answer in the nearest tenth of a meter. We know that 400 meters for Sam and 600 meters for Sam for this leg and this leg of his journey. We know that 400 squared plus 600 squared equals c squared, and this being c. 400 squared is 16 or 160,000 plus 36 or 360,000 equals 52 or 520,000. So to get this c out of there, we have to square root. We'll square root this like we've done in class before. If you're confused, please come and see me. This is just simple review for 3.4. This is the application of this in real life. So 5,200 or 520,000 squared equals 721 meters. So the crow flies 721 meters right here. What is the distance that Sam walks? Sam walks 400 meters and then walks an extra 600 meters. So 400 plus 600 equals 1,000. So Sam walks 1,000 meters. The final question, how much farther does Sam travel than the crow? Well, the crow traveled 721 and Sam traveled 1,000. So 1,000 minus 721 equals 279. So Sam travels 279 meters more than the crow on his way home from school. Second question, or example one, I guess. Anthony and Shalima are canoeing on a lake in Saskatchewan. There are 2 boat ramps on the lake. How far is it by canoe between the boat ramps? I would really like you guys to pause it and try these on your own at home and then see what you get. But watching you in class, I know that that's a far stretch right now. Anyways, here we go. We know that this triangle is 1,500 and this side of the triangle is 18 or 800. We've got our triangle right here, and we're trying to find how far is it by canoe between the 2 boat ramps. So what is this right here? We'll make this C. We know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A squared being 1,500 squared plus 800 squared equals c squared. 1,500 squared is 2,250,000. 1,800 is 640, or yeah, 640,000. When you add those 2 up, we get 289, or sorry, 2,890,000 equals c squared. So again, to get rid of this square, we have to square root it, and whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So c equals the square root of 289, or 2,890,000, which equals 1,700 meters. So the answer is 1,700 meters is the distance between the 2 boat ramps. How much further is it for somebody traveled by road from ramp A to ramp B than it is to canoe between the 2 ramps? We know that this equals 1,700 meters. and this are 1,500 and 800. So if we walked here, that's 1,500 plus 800 here equals 2,300. Excuse me. So if they've walked here, 1,500, here, 800, they get to this point right here. The question is, how much farther? How much farther? Not how long did they walk or anything like that. So we use 2,300 minus 1,700 equals 600. So they've traveled 600 meters more than the person that traveled by canoe. This is a show you know, which I hope you guys will do in class. This is asked. We've given you 10 kilometers here. We know that they've traveled 25 kilometers. So how far north did they go? The next example is a verify a right angle triangle. Danielle is trying to install a corner shelf in her bedroom. Since the shelf does not fit properly, she thinks the two walls in her bedroom do not meet at a right angle. She measures the length of 30 centimeters along the base of each of the wall away from the corner. So both of these are 30 centimeters. Then she measures the hypotenuse to be 41 centimeters. This right here, 41 centimeters. This here, 30 centimeters. And this here, 30 centimeters. So she measures this to be 41. So we have to ask ourselves, do the walls meet at a right angle? And we have to explain. So does A squared plus B squared equal C squared? We know that we want to find out if this is a right angle triangle here. So we've got 30 squared plus 30 squared. Does it equal 41 squared? We know that 30 squared is 900 centimeters plus 900 centimeters. And does that equal what 41 squared is, which is 1,681 centimeters? So 900 plus 900 equals 1,800, which does not equal 1,681 centimeters. So therefore, we know that this is not a right angle triangle. This is the final show you know. We will see you in class, where we will do the homework in class. Have a great night.